Welcome guys to another episode of Guerreros podcast. Today we have my boy Francis Nunes.
Oh yeah.
That's right, bro. This guy brought this whole oh yeah. Do you want to tell him what oh yeah mean, bro?
Yeah, man. So it basically stands for you underestimate my potential, and that's not me talking to anybody but myself.
That's right.
Don't
underestimate yourself.
Exactly.
Anybody else can underestimate you, but not you. You cannot underestimate yourself.
Absolutely.
Today this guy came by and he's gonna definitely share some of his thoughts. This guy has a great heart, a great spirit, man. Like, this guy posted something the other day. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember that it was something about having a dark cloud over you, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of, especially, I want to say our type, bro, because we're a different style of breed, right? We're not just like a regular person,
Absolutely.
bro. We're hustling, we're working. We are some real guerreros right here, man.
Yeah, warriors, right? Bro.
So the one thing that got me, bro, that, like I said, man, I'm always clicking with you with the stuff that you're saying, because spiritually, bro, it hits. Mm-hmm. Mentally, it hits. And then physically, like what's in front of us, it hits too, because we're on that process, right? We're
Absolutely.
on that path.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to bring you on here, brother, because I've seen you have some real good mentors.
Yeah.
You have some really good mentors, man. And just to name a couple that come to my mind straight, like right away, is one of them is Tim Story, right? Freaking, that guy said something to me, man. I don't have him as a mentor, but the one thing he said to me was like a big freaking
it's a game changer.
Yeah, it was a game changer, man.
Yeah.
To me, he told me I had to take inventory, man. I don't know what stuff he has told you, but you have him as a mentor, so I can only imagine. The other one is Albert Preciado, which we have in common, right?
Yeah, that's my
guy. The main reason I wanted to bring you on here, brothers, because there's a lot of people out there who are going through or want to start that journey, right? So when I was coming up, or not coming up, as I'm coming up and doing my thing, I never looked into help. I was just fucking bootstrapping it, and still am. Bootstrapping and just fucking going.
Wow.
As I'm going, I'm learning. As I'm learning, I'm freaking growing. Right?
Absolutely.
So what do you feel, or what do you think is one of the things that people need to have in place to be able to keep pushing forward, or at least to start moving into the direction they want to move? Because a lot of these people, they just say, I want to do it, and that's all it is they say, but they never start.
Yeah. I think a lot of people too not only say that they want to do it, they say I have to do it. So I think where it starts at, man, is just changing the way you talk to yourself. Because you've been told you have to do something your whole life, right? So growing up, your parents is going to tell you, hey, you got to go clean your room, or hey, you got to paint the walls, or hey, you got to hang the TV, or hey, you got to do something. So the thing is that you have to change the way you talk to yourself, because when you tell yourself you have to do what you know you have to do, you're naturally not going to want to do it, because it hurts to do what you know you have to do. So first and foremost, man, you have to change the way you talk to yourself. Instead of saying I have to start educating myself to become better, just say I deserve to start educating myself. I owe it to myself to start educating myself. And just that self-talk, man, is really where it starts.
Ooh, bro, that is fire right there, because that's literally where the big changes started to happen with me, man. When I started looking for guidance, the main thing that made the difference was the way I would talk to myself, the way I would, because I'm a big believer in the law of attraction, man. I don't know about yourself.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So I started bringing this stuff in and just thinking about, this would be nice, man. I want to have this. I wasn't even thinking about, can I do it? I was literally just speaking into existence. So when you say people need to, start talking good to themselves, like, dude, you are the temple. What were you not?
Right.
So how do you feel about besides talking good to yourself, what do you think is the next thing that will help that individual move on, bro? Because we're stuck on a mental state, like I say, we don't even treat ourselves good. So how can we expect to do what we're going to do and expect other people to treat us good? Like, we don't even give ourselves that self-respect, right? So what do you think besides that it will be the next big change that they will need to make, at least the next baby step?
Yeah, I would say tricking yourself, because first you tell yourself that you deserve to do certain things, and sometimes that might not work. Even if you tell yourself I deserve or I feel, you're still not gonna do it, because deep down inside you're like, I don't feel like doing none of that shit, right? So then what you need to do is start tricking yourself and saying, okay, well now when I tell myself I don't feel like doing something, that's when I need to do it. And really the confidence comes in just action, right? The more action you take, the more confidence you get. So action is like a confidence builder.
That's right.
And you just got to start taking those first first steps, man, because it's going to lead to one to another. So you talked about my mentors, man. Tim Story told me something. He said, when you're learning how to do things, the first thing you need to do is sit, which is sit down, learn, you know, figure out what it is that you need to do, the processes, and then you need to stand, which is, okay, I learned it, now I need to start trying to figure it out in regards to how I'm going to apply it. And then you need to walk, which is, okay, I got this shit, now I'm starting to apply it, you know, I got it. And then you need to run. You need to run and tell everybody else how you figured it out.
Damn, well, that's fire right there. So when you talk about taking action, I'm sure you were in a spot, because we all start there, man. We don't just fucking, yeah, go ahead, bro. So we don't all start running, bro. Like, as babies, we start, you know, fucking wobbling around, then we crawl. Some don't even crawl, they just fucking get up and run. But you know, we always start at a place where, like I say, we don't want to do shit. We don't want to start doing anything. We just think about it, and that's already enough to comfort ourselves, right? So we're like, I already thought about it, that's work. So for you, what was that break? How did you break that stagnant momentum to get you to start building who you are today?
Oh, man, that's a good question, man. To be honest with you, I've been on this path since I was about 6 years old. Yeah, so my grandfather was a Freemason, and he used to take me to the lodges and educate me. He was a teacher as well. So I was always educated on spiritual realms and different type of energies and things like that at a young age. And then my uncles, man, they were artists, they were performers. So they would go on travel and do music and perform in front of large crowds and always take me with them. So I was very accustomed to being in front of large crowds and being on stage and stuff. So as I got older, man, I was always like that kid. I was just a little bit ahead because I was really raised with older people that were doing crazy stuff, you know, and when I came around, but it was hard because when I came around other children my age, none of them was really mentally where I was.
They were that mature, right?
Yeah, so I had to really kind of dumb down a little bit, and it was hard for me to bring them up because they just couldn't really understand because of the way I was raised and whatnot. But there were times, man, where, you know, because as an entrepreneur, you know it's a roller coaster. There's going to be times where you're on the up and up. There's going to be times when you're on the down. And sometimes as entrepreneurs, we treat our business or we treat our life like a basketball. When the ball is up high, everything is good. But then sometimes we need to bounce it down to kind of make everything crumble a little bit so we can get even higher. And the harder the ball drops, the higher the ball goes. So sometimes it's just like that. And you ask, how do I get myself back into that momentum? And really, man, it boils down to just looking in that mirror and telling myself I'm underestimating myself, my own potential at the time.
Every time you say that shit, you give me chills, bro, I swear.
Well, have you ever really did it? I had my wife do this shit the other day.
I did, bro. Like, possibly, like, I don't want to say around the time that I told you about, you know, that shit hit, but a few, like, prior to that, I can't remember how long before that, but not like, probably like a week or two before that, I literally looked in my mirror, bro, and I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, it's time to fucking change, bro, again.
Wow.
Because I tell my wife, man, and then she could, you know, fucking either call me a bullshit or not, but I tell her, I was like, dude, this is today is the next push to the next level.
There you go.
I was like, last year, remember how it was to get us to where we are today? The same shit happened yesterday, and now we're getting the fucking push again to go to the next level.
There you go.
So, dude, I don't want to underestimate myself. I don't think anyone should, because we're some really fucking, we're capable beings of a lot. Absolutely. We can do just about anything, dude.
Absolutely.
Just to bring it into perspective, there's this song, I forgot the artist's name. Anyway, I'll remember later, but he literally just talks about we're basically, we can put up with no limbs, we can put up with holding our breath for so long, we could put up with corruption, we can put up with all this crap. Dude, we're, as human beings, as our nature is to put up with any hardships that get thrown our way.
Wow.
And we underestimate ourselves because we're not going through it yet. But once you go through it, bro, what choice do you got?
Right.
What choice do we have? Right.
Yeah, man, a lot of times, man, we have to realize that all of the hardships that we went through in life, you got to sit down and really recognize the fact that you're undefeated because you're still here. So that means you beat all of those hardships because you're still here, you're still pushing. You're undefeated, bro.
Bro, that is fucking gold right there, man. Yeah. Like, we're still here. Exactly. What else is coming our way? Bring it on. Bring it on. Yeah. We're here to grow, man. So one of the things I said a long time ago was, I live I grow and I learn. And that was when I was probably like in middle school, and I was talking with having that conversation with one of my cousins. I was like, dude, what choice do we have, bro? Like, we just live, we grow, and we fucking learn, man. It's just part of life.
Right.
Now the problem is when people don't learn and they just go through the same fucking problem over and over, right?
Yeah.
But what was right now that you're mentioning the capable beings that we are, undefeated? What is one of the biggest struggles that you've had personally, right? If it's okay with you to share, what is one of the biggest struggles that you've had that you overcame and you got the biggest lesson out of?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I was actually born dead. I was born, so I was a green baby. They call it an alien baby. And my mom's umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck. So I can't even, when I was supposed to take my first, I couldn't do it.
You were getting choked.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. So the more I tried to, and then I start going even more, and then that was it. And then they had to bring me back. But my mom tells a story all the time to me, and from a young age, she told me this, like, you've been fighting your whole life. You've been fighting to even survive from birth. So, that was one of the things. And then because of that, I believe I was diagnosed with asthma very early. But I wasn't like one of those kids who had to carry an asthma pump with me all the time and whatnot. But I did play sports, and I had asthma attacks and things like that. So the thing is that even when I got to the age of like 22, I was shot multiple times. Overcame that and went to go run track and broke records and did things that was just unimaginable for somebody who went through what I just went through. So I just always knew that I was a fighter, I was a warrior, I was a guerrero,
There we go,
so
man, holy fuck.
I just kept it going, man. And nothing, I never let anything get to me. I'm still alive. And they say that some of the happiest people on earth are those who have faced and came through basically near-death experiences, and I went through a lot of those. So I'm very happy, man. I'm happy to even wake up this morning.
Well, I really appreciate you sharing that. I'm just freaking mind blown right now, bro, because like there was, I don't know if you watched Nestor's podcast with Limitless CEO, bro. That's the other podcast. Sorry, I just got serious, man. It's just fucking, it's crazy to me because I found so much in common with Nestor, bro. And then here I come, interview you or talking with you, and you sharing this story. My first year of living, bro, my mom would tell you this too. I did the same thing, but I wasn't born a green baby, but my first year, my palms would get purple, the palms of my feet would get purple. I was having difficulty breathing. My heart had some issue when I was literally from the time I was born to the age of 1. They literally told my mom, you might just give up on your kid. He's gonna die on you anyway.
That's crazy.
And she tells me that, and I'm like, thank you for not fucking giving up.
I know, right?
So dude, I really appreciate you sharing that, because it's just, to me, just crazy, bro, that I'm all the way out here meeting people and finding this common stories that hit home, bro. And it's just, I don't even know how to say, bro. Like, I was not expecting that. But let's keep going, brother, because this is already way interesting, man. When did you start getting mentorship besides from your family? Like, when did you jump into mentorships outside of your family? Yeah,
outside of family and outside of coaches, and just like, here's the thing, right? Like, I learn from everybody, and I'm very observant. I'm one of those people who truly believe that God did give us 2 ears and 1 mouth. So I watch, and even older people who want to friend me so hard and so quick, I'm like, nah, let me watch you for a little bit, I had coaches who couldn't get to me at first because I had to watch and see how they move first. I had to see if they operate by the GCode or if they are here just willy-nilly,
The GCode.
So yeah, dog, like, I literally started getting mentors and coaches and things like that from everybody. So my sisters, they were a lot older than me, so they would have boyfriends, and I would learn from the boyfriends. I learned how to greet parents because I was a player too. So I learned how to, ladies man. So I learned
don't say player, but you're a ladies man. Player sounds bad. You're a ladies man.
Hey, those who know me, they know me, man. But yeah, like. So I remember one time, it was this one of my sister's baby daddy, actually, named Malcolm. And I remember when he first met my mom's and pops, he was very respectful. He introduced himself, looked him in the eye, and I watched him. I was like, that's how you do it. And I was real young too. I was probably about like 11, 12. So anytime I would go and meet like one of my girlfriend's parents or whatever, I'll, go introduce myself, shake their hands, look them in the eye. I just learned that from him. And it just carried on through life like that, man. But when I first started paying for mentorship, I would say maybe about 2.5, 3 years ago, about three years ago. You know, I first started paying for a fitness coach to get my body right, and then started paying for mental coaches. Like you said, Tim Story. I have a coach now named David Williams, and then of course Albert Preciado, and I feel like I'm missing one. My guy Ty Lopez, you know.
Damn, you guys are some real freaking mentors right there, man. Yeah, some big names.
Yeah, I got a starting 5 roster, man, and it's worth it. It's worth every single dollar, and I'm a true believer in mentorship and taking action though, because if you get all of this information from them, you're not taking action, they're just gonna get to a point where they're just talking to you and not talking through you. You know what I mean? Like where they want to talk to you so that you can actually do the actions and stuff. But yeah,
one of the big, and that's a good point that you bring up, because a lot of people like the self-help and make it into shelf-help. And I heard that from Tim Story, if I'm not mistaken, bro. They make that, they take the self-help and turn into shelf-help, and then they fucking forget about it.
Yeah.
Like there's no point on you wasting, and we just had this conversation with Nestor yesterday too, there's no point on having us here talking for a whole hour, and then you spending a whole hour on yourself listening to the podcast to do nothing. You just threw a whole bunch of value out the door.
Absolutely.
Which my focus is not for those type of people. My focus for the podcast is for the people that are gonna grab that information, take it and run off with it, like we did. Right. The best thing we could do, and I don't know if you seen my post earlier, but the best thing you could do for any mentor, man, because there's no, at least the mentors that we have, they could probably even buy the whole Ferrari company, you know, if they wanted to. They could go buy Lamborghini company they want. They could buy whatever the hell it is they want. There's nothing that we can give them physically, right? That they could be like, oh, I could never, like, no. Us as mentees, the best thing that we could give our mentors is action. Right? There's literally nothing we can give them that they can't get themselves.
That's right.
Ain't nobody gonna get you by the hand, pick you up, and be like, come on, this how you know.
Yeah, you got a point, man.
Here's a quote I heard from, John Maxwell. Yeah, John Maxwell. He said, growth is your responsibility. Nobody else's. So it's either you get up, because ain't nobody gonna get you by the hand, man. So who was your biggest inspiration, brother, or what was your biggest inspiration? Because sometimes it's not a who, it's a what. So either who or what, but what was your biggest inspiration to be like, I'm in this stage in life, I need to make that change to be something better?
My daughter, man. Yeah, my daughter, bro. Like, because before she came, I was wilding. You know, I was really just living and drifting through life, and I really thought I was like untouchable. So I was doing crazy things. But my daughter, when I seen her for the first time, it changed my life instantly. I think if I had a boy first, I'd have still been kind of, you know, chilling. But since I had a daughter first, and I didn't want her to be like anybody I've ever met, you know what I mean, in regards to like a female. So I wanted to raise my daughter right, so I had to put everything aside and put all of my mental energy into her. Now, it was a guy who told me, because she was like, bro, you know, you have your wife coming out here, because she was from a different state. I would have to literally go out there and get her and bring her out here, and then she had the baby out here in San Diego. But I was talking to this guy, and I was like, man, how do I be the best person I could be for them? And he literally told me, he was like, you have to delete who you was in order to become who you want to be. And me, I'm the type of person who go balls to the wall, just like how Albert was like, hey, I'm doing the fast. I'm like, fuck it, I'm doing it too.
I see that, like, that's crazy, bro.
And then people was like, well, don't you gotta like ease your way into it? I'm like, fuck that, let's just go. You know, I don't want to do too much thinking, because I feel like with thoughts, man, a lot of us have, just like a lot of us have fat on top of the muscle, a lot of us have fat on top of the thoughts.
Damn.
Yeah.
Gotta cut that fat down.
Gotta cut that fat down and get straight to the muscle.
Damn, dude. Holy shit. You over here spinning on fire, bro. Like I said, the content that we're bringing to these people, bro, this is so they could just grab it and run off with it. Yeah. If they don't do that, dude, we're doing our job already. We're doing our job. We're doing our part. There's one of the things, bro, that really attracted me, or that put you in my sight. And that was your energy, bro. Like, I don't, like, even if I look this way, bro, like, I feel your presence fucking here. Like, I feel it. I'm a big believer of understanding people without even talking to them. Or reading people, right? Sometimes there's people that you just don't even want to talk to, and you just don't like them because you get that energy, man. You know, it's like, I don't need that in my life, right? How do you deal with people that are, let's say we met at a driven event, right? Let's say you seen me and I was already kind of like had a bad attitude or like a shady vibe, what would be your, and I come to you, right, trying to talk to you, or at least be next to you, how will you deal with that type of personality or that type of energy?
I'll give you some of my energy.
God damn, bro, you guys are crazy. Oh man, you guys are definitely, I need to get to y'all level, bro.
Shit,
I need to get to y'all level. You're the second person that tells me this, and God, bro, the energy that comes out of that is already enough to make a change and impact some type of level of life for someone. At least for me, man, because I already told Nestor, I was like, dude, he literally said the same thing to the question. He was like, bro, just ask, like, how are you? Like, are you alright? Like, I'm so high energy, bro. I'll pass some of that energy over. Yeah. And so, like, dude, to me, I wouldn't even talk to you. Like, I don't want that shit. So you guys are definitely making a whole new person coming out, man. So
like, it's crazy because it's a whole. To me, I'm very spiritual, as you know, man. So it's deep for me. Like, if I'm talking to somebody and they have like that bad vibe, that bad energy, like, I would just take a deep breath and collect some of my spirit and then release that breath as soon as they're getting ready to inhale, so that they can inhale some of my breath. And then that breath, which is the spirit, is going to go into them, and it's literally, I can see the change just like that. You can even see the eyes light up a little bit more, you know. So it's deep with me, man.
You keep leaving me just speechless, bro. I don't even know how the hell I'm gonna do this. Like, I thought I had it all down in my head, but the way the conversation is going, bro, is different than whatever I planned in my head, right? Or at least planned out. Your spirit is very big, man. You have a very big spirit.
Thank you.
When you share with people, when you share that spirit, bro, with other people, how do you get yourself back, bro? Because for you to give out that energy and share it, there's no way you could just run on that half a tank. You need to get your shit back one way or another. Right. How do you recompose your spirit? How do you get your spirit back to 100? Or is it just like, I'm 100, I got 150, I'm gonna share that 50 and I stay at 100? You know what I mean?
It's just the breath. So here's the thing, right? One thing I know is that we'll talk about the spirit and the soul. So where do you feel the soul comes from?
Right here.
Okay.
Like just my center, bro. Like not even the heart, just my center, like right here.
Right.
You know?
Right. And then what about the spirit?
God.
You can say that.
No, seriously, God.
Yeah, exactly. So one thing I believe is that the soul comes from breath. When you're first born, what's the first thing you do? Exactly. See, and like I told you, I had a delay in that. So I feel like I collected multiple souls when I took that breath. It was like, hold on, wait for us, don't let them breathe yet, wait for us, we coming. And boom, I took that first breath and like, all right, we in there.
And it was in the regular, it was a, so you definitely took all that in, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I have
man.
so much to give back, you know? I have so much of it to give.
God.
Yeah, man. So it's just an infinite, abundant, you know, that I know I can tap into at any moment. You know, even if I'm down, if I'm tired, man, I know if I could just tell myself, just breathe and let it come in, and you know, then I got it.
God, dude, this is some really freaking life-changing questions that you've been giving me, man. Like, where the hell? I never had nobody ask me. I thought they were the same thing in a way, right? The soul and the spirit. Yeah. I would, or at least I would put them on the same boat, if that makes sense. But dude,
so in regards to spirit, I answer soul, but in regards to spirit, the spirit is through the cosmic, the God, you know, God. So everything has spirit. Everything that has energy has spirit, you know. So the spirit is here already. The spirit is earthbound, and the soul comes from the earth. I mean, the breath. You know what I mean? Like as soon as you die, you exhale. When you exhale, that spirit goes into a newborn baby. In my eyes, I think.
Damn, bro. It will be like a reincarnation, right?
You can say that.
Are you a believer of it?
I'm a realist. I tend to try to make things make sense to me. So I would say basically the way I feel like it works is there's only a certain amount of spirits here on earth. There's only a certain amount of ways a body can be or, you know, act. It's only just like models of cars, right? You have your low-end car, you have your mid car, your luxury car, your super luxury car. Same thing with people. You have your low-end people, your mid-class people, your luxury people, your super luxury people. And at the end of the day, it's all about the spirit that's running that body.
Damn, bro.
It's all about the engine that's running the car.
I was about to say, literally just the vessel, man. It's just there, and then we're inside doing our thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things that you say right now about the spirit, I mean the soul being the breath, and the spirit just being the higher being. Where do you think your mind goes? Because I mean, once you go to sleep, dude, your body is not your body. You know, at least that's how I feel. Where do you feel your subconscious is at when it's not in you? You know what I mean? Because to me, I get this vibe, bro, that you're much more than just the human I'm seeing right now, bro. Like I feel like you got something bigger than just the physical part of you right here. Like I wish I could just have. I was ready for this, bro, but like I'm just learning like how deep you really are into spirituality. Like I've heard you talked about it, right? But like right now, being with you here and listening to you talk about the spirit and the way you're putting things into perspective, literally just like I wish I had something for this, man, because this is people see all the good stuff, all the material stuff, but we forget about their spirit, man, right? We forget about our spirit. Right. Like, yeah, this world is awesome, but what about your inside world, man? What about your head, your mind? Like that's what I'm getting from you, bro. Like you're not only going after what's out here, but you're going after what's in your soul, in your spirit. So how do you got your soul and your spirit, bro, to work together? Because to me, they already just sound like two different entities. Like the way you broke it down, like, yeah, I feel it here, but I'm also over here. How do you like make sure they walk together hand in hand, bro?
Yeah, it's the mind and the heart. So the spirit and the soul is operating you, but the mind is like the magnet that attracts both in order for you to do. Does that make sense? So you got the spirit and the soul, and when the spirit and the soul is connected to the mind and the heart, actually, then you're able to move a certain way. But the thing is that the spirit is talking to you every single day. You got that first God thought, and a lot of us go against it. You got that first thought that says, okay, I need to wake up and go install this garage door now. But then you got the other thought that says, nah, fuck that, sleep in a little bit longer, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Oh, shit.
Brush your teeth a little longer, go bullshit for a little bit, man. Fuck it, you ain't gotta be on time, who cares? You know, but you got that one thought, that immediate thought that comes, and a lot of us hear, but then a lot of us ignore because it's so hard to move with that original thought. It's so much easier to move with the second thought. But when the spirit and the soul connects to the mind, it gives you the God thought, and we have to act on the God thought, or else the other thoughts are going to come in and deter us away from what we really need to do.
This is I just looked at it right now, bro. Before we go on, you said there was a GCode, and I feel like that GCode, what you just said right now, is that's part of the GCode. In a way, like it just to me will make sense. Yeah. So what is the GCode, man?
So the GCode, man, is basically like just operating on common sense and you know, it's I call it the unspoken code, right? Because the GCode is just when you know somebody's operating by the GCode, you know, like you operate by the GCode.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell when a person operates by the GCode because they don't give you that I'm gonna stab you in your back vibe or you know anything like that. I'm gonna snitch on you and all that crazy stuff. You know, so the GCode is just keeping your mouth shut when people ask you certain questions about another person. You know, the GCode is just like you know. If your woman's in here, like, I'm not going to do too much talking and stuff like that. Same thing with my woman in here, you're not going to do too much, you know what I mean? It's just operating by simple principles, you know, that all men should operate by. We all know the GCode, and it's just like that God thought, but some of us go against it because it's easier too.
That's right. You ain't no G if you go against it, man. Shit, bro. So if operating by the GCode, and we all know it, man. I mean, at least we know what it is.
Yeah, when you know, you know.
Yeah, seriously. If you know, you fucking know. If you don't, you need to hop on it or not hop on it and stop slowing people down. But if you operate by GCode, man, I would imagine you also operate by principles.
Yep.
Right. What are some of the principles, brother, that you have, and why do you think principles are so important to have as a person?
Principles are important, man, because as you start elevating in life and getting around different circles, you know, it's those principles that keep you close to other people because you don't go against what their morals and their beliefs are. And a lot of times if your principles align with other people's principles, then you guys are going to really just kind of come together in a sense. Now, in regards to principles, it's really just not betraying people and being a man of your words, showing up on time and following through and just doing the right thing. You know, like we all know what the right thing to do is. Just like we all know how to get up and go make some money right now, but not all of us is going to do it.
That's right.
You know, so just because you know doesn't mean you're necessarily going to do. But yeah, like I said, I think the GCode and principles are kind of unspoken. It's just you have to live it. You know, it has to be in you, not on you.
And then again, it comes down to action, because you could, like I say, you could write them down and talk about them, but what if you're just not living by them?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy that, like I said, a lot of people hype up the fancy everything, and they don't hype up the hard work, man. Like, yeah, they'll say it's hard work, yeah, but what is the hard work? Right? What is the hard work for you, bro? Other than the actual work, what is the hardest thing for you to do, or at least to overcome on a daily basis, to make sure that the work gets done?
I'll say consistency. Consistency can get hard at times, you know, especially once you're consistent for such a long period of time and then you get complacent. So fighting complacency and consistency, you know, I think that's a very hard thing. But I think I'm pretty much figured it out, you know, figured out a good system to just stay consistent, and it's just really putting your head down, getting a lot of work done in a small amount of time, and then letting that work play itself out over amount of time. That's kind of what I do with my content. Like I'll shoot maybe like 10 to 12, even 30 videos in one day sometimes, and then just schedule that shit out. And on those days where you guys are seeing videos, I'm literally just putting my head down and doing some more work.
Damn, bro. Talking about living a whole 3 days in one, man.
Yeah,
there you go. You just got to take advantage of that time.
Exactly.
So you're definitely doing something right, bro, because I'm sure you're in a way better place now than you were a few years ago, right?
Absolutely.
Where is the end goal for you? Or is there an end goal?
I have goals in place, but I mean, the end goal is just to die happy, you know? And like I said, I'm one of the happiest people I know because I'm not even supposed to be here right now, so I'm grateful for that. But the goals I set are really from here to like the next 5 to 10 years. And I set big goals. I don't set small goals, because one thing I learned about goals is that they really come true. And a lot of people get too caught up in working too hard. And I'll be like, damn, why are you working so hard? Like, just write that shit down. It'll come to you if you just believe in it. You know, it's like that simple for you. You know?
Write that shit down, yeah. Of course you're supposed to, man. You're supposed, anything written down has a bigger chance of happening, right? But shit doesn't happen just writing it down. We all know that. Or at least we know that. You're supposed to do more than just write it down.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I worked my ass off and spent a lot of wheels and didn't have shit written down. And I wrote down what I was trying to accomplish and didn't spend the wheels and work as hard, and it came.
So what will you attribute that attraction to?
So basically, man, what I contribute the attraction to is when you write down your goals. You know, it's one thing to just write it down, forget it. It's another thing to write it down and read it. So when you write down your goals, you write it down once and you read it 3 times a day. See, a lot of people, we don't understand what it means to write goals because a lot of us don't know how to write goals. But I'm going to teach you right now how to write goals. So you want to write your goals down, right? Just free your mind and let whatever comes to mind just come. And then don't ask yourself how I'm going to obtain it, because the power within you is going to get it for you. So you write it down. Free your mind, write it down, and once you have about 10 to 15 solid goals, you fold that shit up, put it in your pocket, and then 3 hours later, you open it up, read it again, and a couple hours later, you open it up, read it again. So the thing is, you have to treat your goals like a meal plan. Treat your goals like a meal plan. What do I mean by that? Once it's written, you read your goals for breakfast, and then you have a snack. So you read your goals in between breakfast and lunch, which is the snack, and then you read your goals again at lunch. And then you have another snack, and then you reach your goals again at dinner. So treat your goals like a meal plan. The more you reach your goals, then when you're operating your life, you're going to see things that's going to align with your goals. You're going to meet somebody who's going to say, hey, I need help with starting up a garage company. You're like, oh, damn, I just wrote down that I want to help people start the garage company. Oh, it aligns. If you didn't have that shit written down, you'd be like, oh, no, I don't have time right now. But because you have it written down and then it comes to you, you know that this is aligning with what I want in my life. So the more you have your goals on your mind, as you go through your everyday life, you're going to start seeing that the universe is placing these things right in front of you.
So this is kind of leading up to the purpose of something, right? Because if you're writing something down, man, you're doing, I mean, at least for me, I started writing things down and have purpose with it, right? So you're saying, you write down your goals and make a meal plan a mental meal plan.
Right.
Do you think it'll be a benefit to fast on that? To make a fast on that?
So you're saying to not read it at all?
Yeah, to not read them at all. To do a mental fast on your goals.
That's a good question right there. I like that.
Because sometimes we need a rest, bro. Sometimes we need a mental rest because we do push hard, and as human beings, man, we do have a gas tank that sometimes needs to get filled back up. Right? So do you feel it's a good idea to fast on those mental meals?
Yeah, I would say, man, that's a good question because it is important, and that is something that you do too. You kind of just say, okay, I got it. I got it. I know what I want. I don't have to read it every single day, and then you can fast on it. You can go a few days without reading it, even a few weeks, even a few months, but you're still going to have it programmed in your mind. So because it's there in your subconscious, you're still going to be able to see what it is you want because you read it so much and programmed your subconscious so well.
So if once you digest all of that mental consumption, once you digest all that information, how do you apply it to your purpose?
So once you digest it, right? So you're reading it and you got it in your mind and everything. Like I'm telling you, I don't ask how. I don't ask how I'm going to get this. If I say I want a $10 million mansion, I don't ask how. I just ask for it, and then it finds me. I don't find it.
Damn, bro.
So it's like, that's what I'm saying. We get so caught up in working hard for what it is we want, when really the people who are ahead of us, they just have bigger goals than us. That's it.
That's right.
You think I'm bullshitting too, bro?
Oh, no, bro, I wouldn't bring it here if I thought you were a bullshitter at all. It says a G-code, man.
Dog, you know what I'm saying? This right here. This right here is my spells, bro. This right here is casting spells on myself. Because when you're spelling out a word, you spell.
It's
right?
a spell.
So you're putting a spell in
What
yourself.
is a spell? Right?
Yeah.
It's a spell.
It's something that you want to have.
Will you mind sharing one? It's like affirmations, I would say? Or more
these are like true goals. And
true goals?
Yeah, and the thing with goals is, you have some people who say you should share it with people, and you have some people who say you shouldn't share it with people because of the spirit realm. It might be like a spirit that doesn't want you to accomplish these things.
So
and once they know, then boom.
You got a ton of spirit, and you got a ton of spirit, bro. I feel like ain't shit gonna knock you down.
So look, I'll tell you one right here. So the first thing I have before I even get into my goals is this. I am aware of a power so near that is overlooked, so simple in operation that it is difficult to conceive, and so sure in results that it is not made use of consciously or recognized as the cause of failure and success. Let me read that again. I am aware of a power so near, power within, that it is overlooked. Everybody overlooks the power within that's going to make these goals come true. So simple in operation. It's so simple to just ask for what you want that it is difficult to conceive. It's so simple operation that you can't even believe that it works. It's so sure in results. It's going to work. It's going to happen if you just ask for it. That it is not made use of consciously or recognized as the cause of failure or success. And it is called Emmanuel, which breaks down to the God in us. So be happy right here, right now, and you get by giving. So that's what I have before I even get into my goals. I have goals here. I am resourceful. I know how to make a lot of money, so I do it. I come through on my promises to myself and others. I'm a multi-millionaire with systems in place that helps me scale my business and provide food on the tables of those who work for me. I have all types of shit.
That is beautiful, bro. That is fucking beautiful. Like I said, people always look at all the material stuff, all the hard work, but they forget about this stuff that literally is key, man.
Yeah.
Like you can make you can go in the kitchen and make a bomb ass meal with just one ingredient. You can just grab the chicken, throw it in the pan, and hope it comes out tasting like freaking fajitas. Right. You need to add that, slice the condiments, add some freaking spices in there. Mm-hmm. We need this type of stuff to help us push forward. Yeah. Because if we're just stuck on I need to work, I'm gonna get the money. Yeah, good. You're gonna work and get the money, and then what?
Yeah.
Like you're not educated. You're not self-aware of the power that you're getting, because money brings power, man. Being a hard worker is power, and if you don't have anything to manage it, like your goal list, like your the way you're talking to yourself, then how are you supposed to manage all those millions, all that success, all that like how do you manage that? You won't be able to process it. You're gonna fry your fucking brain out. Right? Well, at least for me, that's what happened the first time, because I wasn't ready for all this, man. Like I jumped into the business and I'm like, oh shit, first $10,000 check. What the fuck?
Bro, you make a lot of money too. People don't know this shit. I don't know if they know, but
I don't make any money. The company's making money, bro. The company's taking care of me and the family. And you already know how we do business, bro. We make money, money goes back into the business take care of us.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? So,
but your energy is expanding, man, and
it is.
And I can appreciate that about you, bro.
Thank you. Dude, I'm just overwhelmed with how blessed I am, brother. And this is about you, bro, but I just want to share that because I started the podcast. Was I scared? No, I just had an insecurity of, will it work? Like I doubted myself, which I'm sure you've done yourself in some occasions, right? We all do. But what helped me overcome that was that gray cloud, right? That getting belittled by people close to me, literally people within my household, getting belittled by belittling the idea. Like, okay, that's fine, but you're not in my head and you're not me. So it's hard for you, but I already see it. So you keep doing what you want. You keep saying what you want. Right. But we're gonna make this shit happen. And here we are, bro. Here we are. So I really appreciate your time, because time is the biggest asset that we have. And people think it's money. People think it's all this iPhone or, like the material shit.
Or and love. People think it's love too. You could get love back.
There's no way in hell we're ever gonna get time back.
Nah.
So I really appreciate you being here, bro. And I want to shake your hand one more time, because like I said, this is a blessing, bro. It's I'm glad I connected with you and that you freaking said, bro, I support you. Because this guy said he has my back no matter what. And to meet people that will have your back no matter what, it usually doesn't even come from family, bro. That's the crazy shit. I'm 7 hours away from home. 7 hours away from home, and the support is all the way out here. So why am I out here? Why am I out here? It's my calling. It's my calling, bro. I'm not here because I want, like, of course I want to be here, but I'm not here because I want to make it happen. It's just God put this in my path, and I'm running off with it, bro. I stopped, like you said, when did the journey start? 2022. That's when I said I must stop saying no to God's gifts. I must stop saying no to God's gifts. If anything comes my way, even if by accident, I'm just gonna face it, go through it, and make the best. Whatever comes out of it is gonna be the best thing possible.
Wow, I'm gonna stop saying no to God's gifts. Wow.
No, don't, bro. I'm telling you, that's where my change started more than anything. Imagine if I would have been like, nah. I mean, of course, our mentors start the podcast. Do this. Okay, well, he said it, but why did the idea even come about? Why did the idea get installed in my head? Was it because he said it? Or was it something way bigger than just hearing it? Right? Like I said, even the name Guerrero. Like, bro, we gotta empower our people. We gotta show them how it's done. Because we're already walking through it. We're already swimming deep. We're not gonna swim back to shore, because that thing is probably we're gonna drown on the way back in. if we keep swimming, bro, we're gonna end up coming to a place where we could just tippy toe. And we could just, get a little rest. But that's us. We're guerreros, we're warriors. Right? That's why we're here.
We're warriors, bro.
So yeah, man, let's empower all these people, all these individuals that definitely need this type of platforms, man, because honestly, man, the other biggest reason why this is even about is because I had people ask me about how did I do it. And me, myself, I don't know how to articulate ideas. I don't know how to explain. Like, I am not that guy. I'm a man of action, bro. I just fucking do it. Cool. Like, if you paid attention how I did it, you better copy and paste, baby, because I'm not going back. I'm not going back. So this is another big reason, bro, because at least I could share a little bit about my experience, but the people that are going to come on here, bro, like yourself, are going to have a lot more value to offer, because they'll be able to explain and express and show how you guys are overcoming difficulties, how you guys are getting shit done. How is it that you guys are not quitting, right?
Yeah, but I don't want you to say that, bro, because you something special too, you know what I mean? And like, let me just ask you, like, how are you getting shit done, and how are you not quitting? Like, tap in, dog, because you're not doing it, you're not quitting, so you know the answer. Just tap in.
How am I not quitting, man? This was supposed to be about you. When you get me on your podcast, bro, you can.
It's about us, bro.
God,
Ain't nothing about me,
jeez.
man. It's about us, bro.
Me personally, bro, on a personal level, my mission, like not my mission, but my dude, I just said this word earlier, but I'm just gonna call it mission for now. I don't remember the word. But my mission in life, bro, has been becoming more clear and clearer as I keep pushing forward.
So you find your mission statement.
There you go. My purpose. Boom. My purpose. I'm finding my purpose, bro. Like another person that's been coming a lot to my life, and not necessarily like personally, right? But at least in the words, is John Maxwell, bro.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of good info to push you through life, right? And listening to that guy, man, and the way he talks about trying to reach what's at the top. Anything good that you want to reach is at the top of the fucking hill, right? There's no way around that.
Right.
And for me, what has been helping me push through more than anything is, one, I know I don't have everything I need. That's a selfish part of it. And when I say I don't have everything I need is I don't have the security to walk away and go enjoy the time. So I'm working to buy my time back. I want my time back. I want my time to give to my family because that's what they want and that's what they're supposed to have, my time. Right. So I'm working hard to get my time back. That's the main thing, the selfish part. The bigger picture is, yeah, I got a home for my wife and my kid, but that's not the best home that they could be in. My parents are still working. My sister's sick. My other sisters still work. They're both working. And even with lupus, one of them, and she's still fucking hustling.
Wow.
So hence why my business has the purple on it. Hence why the Guerrero has purple on it. All right. So there's a bigger motive than just me. Like, if I don't get up to do what I need to fucking do, they're going to fucking hurt. The people behind me are going to hurt. I'm the change. I'm that one person that's going to make the fucking change in my family, bro.
Wow.
I'm that guy.
Wow.
And I didn't want it, but God put me in it.
Yeah.
And because God
handle it.
Yeah, exactly. Because God put me in it, I know I can handle it.
Yeah.
Dude, I damn near cut my foot off. Can I move it like this? Nope. Look, guys, look. Do not send money. But like I can move it, bro.
Damn.
Compared to this one.
Yeah.
You know, like I could grip, do all that stuff. I literally almost sliced my whole foot up. So the only thing that held it together was God's will and a piece of skin and a fucking vein and tendon. Literally, this little part right here on the foot. Everything else just flopped open. Boom.
How you do that?
Crazy accident, bro. Christmas Eve of 2009. I freaking. I was an asshole of a kid, an asshole of a son. Not the best son. Yelling for everything, pissed at all the time, yelling back. That day, I decided that was gonna be one of my first changes, bro. And my mom called me and she said, "Hey, I need you." Basically on the house, we were gonna do Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, like just chilling the whole family. And you know, she wanted me to put a tarp on basically just to cover the mist and all that moisture from coming down in the middle of the night, because we party hard, man. We stayed like 3 o'clock when all the mist is already settling and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Hey, you think you can help us put a tarp?" And you know, so at least we stay protected. And then I put it wrong way, or my uncle did it wrong, I forget. And then she's like, "Oh no, this is how I wanted it." I was like, "All right, well, let's make it happen, right?" I was like, "I'm not gonna be that asshole kid. I'm just gonna help." That was like, damn, bro. That's literally where the fucking change started.
What
the fuck?
See how this
Oh
works?
damn, yeah, dude. Like, I was literally dressed like I am right now. I was barely gonna put my new Vans on, bro. When the Vans song was kicking hard, remember? I was barely gonna put my new Vans on, and I had just about to put my sock on and my shoes, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just do it right after. So I grabbed the fucking knife, and literally the knife looks like this, bro. It's like square in the back, and it goes long, and it's probably like 4 inches wide. So my foot didn't go just by mere miracle, bro. So I'm outside about to cut the zip ties from the freaking tarp, and my hand, I step on a little ledge that's part of the porch. My feet are on the ledge. I reach over and I'm able to reach the roof. So it doesn't have gutters, it's just like hangover, right? So I'm able to reach the roof, hold the roof, and tippy toe off the freaking ledge. They pass me the knife, I cut the freaking thing, I pass them the knife back. I don't know who put it down in that spot, right at the ledge where I was stepping, right? But it's God's will, man. God's power right there. It goes right there. My feet slip. And I'm just hanging off the fucking thing, like, oh, shit, I mean, the roof, like, fuck. And I'm probably gonna drop less than this, bro, like, probably like 8 feet down if I let go, but I had no shoes. And at the bottom, there was something like boulders, like concrete boulders when they break them down, you know? Yeah. And they were just sitting on the floor. And in a matter of milliseconds, so like not even 1-2 seconds, the thought process was I could swing back and forth, land on the ledge and jump to the porch, or I could let myself go and crack my ankle or twist my foot, which probably would have been, I don't want to say now that I realize what we're talking about, I don't want to say better, right? But at the time it would have been like, it would have probably been a better choice. I would have not ended up in the hospital. Right. But I decided to swing back and forth. I jump with my left foot and then I skip to the porch. I don't know how the hell the blade, I'm gonna just say the sweat and, you know, just kind of got stuck to it. But as I stepped on it flat, and then I jumped off, like just pushed myself off. Yeah. I still don't know how it happened to this day, but my educated guess, right, is it got stuck to the bottom of my foot because I was wearing no socks. So with the sweat and the pressure just kind of lifts up, kind of like when you do that to a coin. Yeah. And as I freaking jumped off, it come off basically just unstuck from my foot, and it was kind of like dead weight on the whole fucking blade. Dude, all I heard was clack, 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 and I was like, oh fuck, I broke my foot, and then I looked, like I fall back and I see my foot go doosh, doosh, and I was like, holy shit. Nah. At that moment, bro, I didn't cry. I was not in pain.
That shit was burning though, huh?
Literally the only thing I felt now that you mentioned that was kind of like if you have your hand in hot water and you pull it out to the cold air and then you get that, like that Vicks Vaporub you know? You almost felt like that right away. Yeah. And the crazy part is I could probably throw out a loogie and it would be more fluid than the blood I spilled. What? I'm telling you, bro, like this shit's crazy. It was literally like a little gush of blood, and I'm pretty sure I could spit 3 times and it'll be way more than the blood I spilled.
That's crazy, bro.
My uncle grabbed the fucking sip time, went after, you know, to hold my blood that I wasn't bleeding, and then put a fucking a hoodie over it, and he was, I mean, everybody was freaking out but me, bro. Yeah. My sister was like, jumping from couch to fucking couch. My uncle was like, oh fuck, grabbed my foot and just held us like, oh fuck, like I saw it, right? And I'm like, why the fuck are you guys straight? I'm the one with the cut foot, right? In my head, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? That's crazy. My mom comes out, and it was, I mean, it's mom, bro. Any mom is, as no matter how old we get, we're always gonna be mom's babies, man. Yeah. My mom comes out, bro. My mom comes out and hugs me. She's like, oh, my kid, ah! And she has my head like in her fucking boobs, and I'm just like trying to gas her fucking air. The neighbor comes, and then I was like, hey, Connie, can you fucking take her inside? She's just fucking hurting me. My foot is flopping back and forth. And I'm like, somebody get my mom off of me, man. Like, fuck. That's funny. So they grab my mom, they take her inside, try to calm her down. And this whole time, dude, I'm just like, what the fuck happened? Like, it still hasn't hit. Like, I haven't put it into perspective. Yeah. My uncle removes a fucking towel, and then I see my foot again, and I'm like, fuck. Like, it hit. Like, you're coming back with no foot. I'm okay, thank you. Yeah. That's literally what I did. I looked up and I said, thank you. Yeah, oh shit. Like, dude, good mindset. in my block, in that block alone, I cannot even count with my hands and my fingers from my hand how many people have died in that fucking block. Yeah. Drive-bys every other day. Like, literally, bro, I was kind of like what you're saying, bro, I was in the middle of the fucking shootings. By mere luck, I never got. Even the one time that I was outside freaking power washing, fucking shots everywhere. Literally shots close to where I was at, and I'm still here, right? So, I mean, then going back to that story, bro, they called the ambulance. As soon as I saw the ambulance, it was like immediate relief. Like, I know I'm okay. I'm going to the hospital. Fuck it. And I started like kind of just, you know, like the physical part hit. Like, oh yeah, fuck you, fuck. You know, like the body part. Yeah. And as they were dragging me on the gurney to the ambulance, my sister was like, and I'm like, dude, I'm okay. Yeah. I'm good. and then they roll me in and take me. I was supposed to have all the surgeries I got, dude. I didn't have, as an immigrant, as parents working minimum wage, barely making it through the fucking month. Sometimes not, you know, we didn't even, I mean, we always have food, but there was the struggle was always there. Like, how the fuck am I gonna go to the hospital thinking that I won't be able to afford the bill to put my foot back? All I said, like I told you, I just looked up and I said, thank you. I'm still breathing. Yeah. Literally, bro, that was it. I go to the hospital and the doctor says, we're gonna do your surgery for free. I was like, what the fuck? This is gonna, what do they call it when they do work for free, like doctors and stuff? I don't even know the word. This is like a special word, or not a specific word for when they do, when the work they do is, they don't charge for it. Wow. But he said, the only thing is we're gonna put it on an article, if that's okay with you. I was like, bro, make as many articles as you want.
Go for it, man. Put my shit back.
Yeah, and at the end, bro, I had 3 surgeries, 14 days in the hospital. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's, in a freaking hospital by myself and nobody, because they weren't, after 8 there was no more visits. Dude, it was a heartbreaking moment for the whole family, because it's like, how the fuck are we gonna have this stupid ass shit today? You know, I was the one that will fucking do all the type of stupid shit to make the family laugh, smile. Yeah. You know, that craziness. Yeah. But dude, I mean, I'm a guerrero, bro. Like you said, since day one, from time being born to now, there's been nothing but challenges. That happened on a Thursday, okay? Man, I have this fucking switched out to me, but we're gonna make some good. The following year, a day before the same day that I fucking chopped my foot off down here, I got stabbed.
Wow, what?
Yeah, I got stabbed.
Was he? Where?
When I tell you, I've told people, like, there's something bigger for me. And a lot of people say that, but they never go far enough to find their mission. Okay? And like, I'm doing all this, but I'm barely getting to my purpose. But this happened to me. To this day, I don't know who did it. And I don't want to find out. Because I still got that fucking beast in me, bro. If I find out who did that, bro, you fucked up. You left me alive. You done gone fucked up. You should have done what you were supposed to do when you did it. Because I'm still going, bro. You like, probably now if I see the guy, I'll probably shake his hand and say, thanks for missing, motherfucker, and let you go.
Damn.
But this guy, the big fight that broke out was literally me walking in a little space where you could, like, it had a little rail, right? So you could barely walk down the little, kind of like the cubicles, right? You know, when they have the little path up. And my cousin walked out.
This at school?
No, it was some fucking party, bro.
Oh, okay.
It was just this big old event, a big old party. You know the parties, man.
Yeah.
Right, so it was this big old party, open bar, a bunch of fucking young kids, not even 21. So it was wild, bro. And as my cousin's going out to, like, punching, like, he's literally punching people, and some other little short guy was gonna go behind him, and I grabbed him, and I was like, no, you get the fuck out of here. Yeah. And I tell him, I was like, bro, you know I saved your face from getting stabbed? Because he's literally on my height. Like, his fucking face is like right here. I was like, you know I saved your face from getting stabbed? And now I don't even talk to the guy, but it was, you know, we had a good friendship at the time. And like, as all that shit is happening, I pull the guy back, and I see my cousin running, punching people, and all this, like, literally, it looked kind of like 2 people against the Spartans, bro, just fucking like, like all these fucking kids just coming at us. And I remember, bro, just boom, boom, boom. Like, I felt the hit, but I didn't know what the hell it was. I was just trying to punch the next guy because I had him by the hair, bro. And I was just ready to fucking put the whole fist through his face. And as I was about to do, I was like, oh. Damn. And I looked, and this whole shit was fucking just pouring, man. And I looked, and I'm like, my shirt. I was like, oh, they missed the shirt. Cool. Dude, the shit I worry about. Even when I cut my foot, I was, like I said, I never buy $60 shoot any $60 type of clothes. I'm used to fucking, let's buy some nice raw shit, something. And that day, when I cut my foot, the guy, the paramedic goes, I'm gonna have to cut your pants. I was like, nah, man, I can pull them out. It's good. Nah, kid, I need to cut your pants. I was like, God, dude, I just fucking bought them. They were like $7 fucking dollars. Not even, like, damn, man. I was like, Ama, you think you can fix them? And I believe it, I rocked those fucking pants for another year and a half because they put them back, they sew them back on, and he still had the hard ass blood stain on there. You know? So I rocked those pants still for like 2 years. I mean, a year and a half. But yeah, dude, like the shit I worry about, at the time, the materialistic shit. Right. And I looked and I was like, oh fuck! I'm moving the shirt out the way and I go like this. I was like, oh fuck! And then I was like, okay, I'm good. And I fucking just grab my shirt and I roll it up and I put it on. I get to the hospital. At that, I got driven by a friend, bro. That he literally, he's like, dude, let's go. His name is Victor. He freaking grabbed me, threw me in his, it was like an older Camaro, the Z71, is it? Yeah. The older one. He was just fucking smashing. It was like a 20-minute, like on a regular, it's probably like a 15-minute drive to the hospital, bro. We got there in like 6 minutes, 5 minutes. When we exit the freeway, the ambulance was barely going up. And I know that was for me, because where the fuck else were they gonna go? Right. So I knew, right? So he went and dropped me off, and I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. He's like, nah, bro, it's good. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I just got stabbed. Who dropped you off? I don't fucking know. Yeah, G-code. You know how it works. GCode. I was like, I don't know. Yeah. I get there, bro, and the doctor says, dude, had the guy stabbed you just a little bit higher, it would have been in your neck. I was like, oh, you say so fucking, like, ooh, so nonchalant. Right, but put it into perspective, dude, like imagine had the knife hit because it hit my collarbone and went down. Had the knife hit the collarbone and went up, I wouldn't be here. So I'm telling you, bro, like you bring me this vibe, bro, that it's more than just this. It's more than just what we currently have. We have this life. You have like two lives, bro. Like I don't even know how to explain it. You have like this two Francis's present right now, if that makes sense. Like I see your physical self, but I also see that spirit side. The presence of your spiritual side, bro, is what connected me more than anything to you. Right. Because we chopped it up about business, yeah, but I mean, if we just chop it out about business, that's all we're ever gonna talk about, which is not bad. We will grow. But this type of conversations, bro, like literally just made me realize where the actual change started. Yeah. Like I never put it into, to right now, like, dude, I literally just looked up and like, damn, that's literally where the little change started. Like that's when me being thankful for something started. Before that, bro, I was ungrateful. Like when I tell you I was ungrateful, piece of shit kid, piece of shit son, piece of shit brother, piece of shit of everything, I'm not lying to you. Yeah. Like if you go talk,
I wouldn't, I wouldn't have known that, because you come out like, I know this is who you are now. We all go through our shits,
And change is good. Don't think just because you're stuck with what we are right now. We're humans, man. We're able to change.
You think so?
I know so. We're perfect examples. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you, man, but I'm sure you've changed. You had some good change in you.
I would say I'm more than change. I've adapted. Because those who adapt survive. And I think that's what we both have come through, because we both come from places where if you didn't adapt to your environment, you wouldn't survive. Yeah. So you have to adapt to survive, and then being that we've collectively collected those experiences, and now when we get to these higher levels and talk to these higher level people, we can adapt to those levels, we can adapt to those environments, and still be able to hold that in us. So we didn't change, we just adapted in a sense.
Have you found your purpose?
Have I found my purpose? Yeah. And it's crazy, bro, because I was at an event the other day, and this dude was telling this story. You know how they do at the events, they tell these sad stories and get you all like, make you relate to them a little bit more with the stories and stuff. So he told this story about his near-death experiences and things like that. And he became a philanthropist, giving to inside and out of Mexico and doing things for Africa and different places. And then I went up to him after, man, I was like, damn, dog, like that shit really hit, and I can't even finish talking to him, bro. Like, I don't want to cry and shit. And like me trying to tell him that story really hit me and really like brought out something I was trying to keep so buried inside of me, like I just started like fucking like that shit started coming down, bro. My brother was there too. My brother was just like, yeah, I knew that shit was gonna hit you when he started telling that story, because that's your story. Like, damn, bro.
Were you able to articulate what you were trying to say to the man?
Nah, I was trying. As soon as I felt them eyes get wide, I walked away. I was like, you ain't about to see me right here right now like this shit. Man, fuck that shit.
GCode motherfucker.
Yeah. So I went to the back, bro.
No, punk bitch right here.
Yeah, you gonna cry when you get in the car.
I'll be back, man. I'll be back.
Yeah, bro. So literally, dog. Yeah, man. So like, I couldn't sit there and face this dude and cry. So I was like, you know, look, you told a hell of a story. But the thing is, like, I was trying to tell him, like, I don't know why I'm still here. You know, I tried to tell him that, but the thing is that day it was what made me realize why I'm still here. Like before that, I was just like, I'm in it for the game. You know, I'm doing this shit because I enjoy the game. I enjoy waking up and trying to become the best version of myself. You know, and trying to teach people what I know and things like that. But really, man, what I came to realize that day, bro, is that my purpose here on this earth is literally, man, to just tell my story to as many people as I can. And I mean, saying so cliche, dog, but really it's just, I just want to freaking help change people, man. Let people know that, you know, you can change your life no matter where you come from, no matter what you've experienced, no matter how many times you died. Like, it's always, not change, but you can adapt your life, you know what I mean, to new circumstances. So, I mean, even then, like, I say confidently that I know why I'm here, my purpose and all that, but still, I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really fully understand what my purpose is here right now.
I don't think we're supposed to.
Maybe not.
I don't think we're supposed to, bro. Like, I know my purpose, right? When I say I know, it's like, I know where I'm heading. I don't know my purpose, but I know where I'm heading. But I don't think we're supposed to, like, even if you don't find out what your purpose is, and you don't know what your purpose is, in that journey, in that path of you trying to find your purpose, you're gonna be making, or not making, you're gonna impact a lot of people, not just yourself. So at the end of the day, man, maybe that is the purpose, to impact those people trying to find you, trying to find yourself, if that makes sense, right? Because at the end of the day, man, like you say, your entrepreneurial journey started how long ago? You said a few years back, right?
Since I was young. Yeah,
well, since you were, I mean, the whole mentor part, you say you started since like you were 6, right? Yeah. But like to get into your mentors, like the mentors nowadays.
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, why did you want to look for a mentor?
Because I always heard if you want to make it fast and make it to where you want to be, you got to have somebody that's already been there that can guide you up.
Okay.
You know.
So you did it mostly for like the business side of your life, or were you expecting, or were you looking for something like more deep than just the physical that we currently see?
I think I did it more so for the speed, because I never knew how long I'm really going to be here. So I want to hurry up and get to where I felt I needed to be. So I didn't mind paying for the knowledge, mind paying for the fast track lane. You know what I mean?
There you go. And that is definitely the fast track lane, brother.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that you've been doubled up since in every aspect of life at this point, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That is beautiful, man. Come on, embark on your transformational journey with Francis Nunes, the spiritual guide, entrepreneur mentor, life coach, and real estate visionary. Join the success movement with Pipe Price Systems, the plug-and-play solution for your realtors. Follow my boy Francis J. Nunes for a glimpse into unparalleled success. So let's go!